Welcome back to Where Whites Walk. What did we learn from that Man City game? Well, maybe it's not the players that are the problem. Maybe it's Farke's inflexibility that is. He stumbled across a system that actually worked in that second half. What does that mean for us going forward? Hope you are well. We've got Sam, Jacob, and Chris, three very passionate and fed up Leeds fans, ready to spill the beans on what their thoughts were from that Man City game. We've also got lots of tweets like this. Sean says, please don't let this be another Liverpool moment. He still needs to go. Also coming up this week, we're talking about the Christmas fixtures for Leeds. What do they look like, and how many points will we get from the six that are coming up? We're talking about the FA Cup third round draw. Do we even care this year? Do we also somebody to knock us out as quickly as possible? And we're also manifesting who gets into the A to Z for Leeds United heroes, with a beginning with the letter H, which is what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Right then. Oh, goodness me. When it went to 2-2, Chris, were you starting to believe?
I think the second half performance was really good. I didn't think we'd ever come away with anything. I still knew that City would eventually find a way, because that's what good teams do. And we've conceded so many 90-plus minute goals this season already. If there was going to be one team I'd put it on the ball to concede to, it would be Man City. So I always knew it was going to go against us. But the second half performance was something really positive.
When you went 1-0 down early up, though, I'm guessing, Jacob, you were thinking, this is going to be 6 or 7, and Farke's going to be out of the job by tea time.
Yeah, you think a minute in against City, I mean, Haaland, managed to keep Haaland quiet somehow, but you're thinking 1-0 down after a minute, I mean, this could get messy. But, credit to the lads coming back, and like Chris said, with the amount of last-minute goals that we concede, and City had 10 minutes to find a winner, and they did. So, yeah, I think it's just like Chris said again, so many positives to take from that. Calvert-Lewin getting a goal, nice to see him back. Nemecha, that's 3-3, I think. So yeah, just a really good second half performance, and unlucky not to come away with anything.
Okay. So I want to get your viewpoint from this tweet. I'll read it out. Raz says, Farke's trying his best to downplay the 3-5-2. He's so wedded to his way that he won't even take compliments for his changes in the second half. He best not revert to type. Please just admit that this squad is now built for that formation. We could challenge any team playing like that in that way, including Chelsea on Wednesday night. Please use it, Daniel Farke. Yeah, strong words, but is Raz right?
I think he is. We conceded our weekly goal on Saturday, the cutback, which we're all fed up with watching. The 3-5-2 allowed us to bring Bilal in, and I think if you're spending that sort of money on a player, you really have to play him. It also means that the full-backs don't have quite as much tracking back to do. And it was also playing a bit more direct. Dominic Calvert-Lewin made a huge difference when he came on. Now, I've been quite critical of him. I've been disappointed with him, but he was great on Saturday. He made a huge difference. He obviously does pay attention to what fans say. I just fear come Wednesday night Chelsea will be business as usual, and we'll go back to the two centre-backs passing it between each other in a slow build-up again. But it showed on Saturday that if you play a formation, play a bit more direct, we can mix it with the big boys, so why not try it again?
Yeah, there were lots of other fans that agreed with that. Sam, Jacob, Simon says, let's hope that Farke now knows 3 at the back is the way forward. Play that team that ended that game. Same formation, same desire and passion, and we will spank Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, I love Leeds' optimism. It's great. You're either getting relegated or winning the league. Nothing in between, is it? Yeah. Do you see their point of view then?
Yeah, I do, definitely. I think it was a lot more positive, and like Sam said, with the fullbacks not having as much defensive work to do, that's where Bogle is his strongest going forward. We saw that last season in the Championship, and to be fair, James Justin did well as well. But I think that last bit about us spanking Chelsea, I watched them today, and even with 10 men, they look very good against Arsenal. So it's going to be difficult, but yeah, I'm sure, like Sam said as well, if we can mix it with Man City, then we can take confidence from that into Chelsea on Wednesday.
Okay, let's look at some more. This is from Margaret. This one, Chris. She says, can't fault today's performance playing against Man City. Let's keep the changes to the team and move on and take the graft into the next game. No true Leeds fan expected anything from today, but after being 2-2, we're gutted not to get a point. In the end. Yeah. Are there any players we need to shout out, Chris, for performance? You've already shouted out DCL, but any others that impressed?
I think, to be honest, everyone in that second half was impressive. I think it was one of the cases where it looked like they were playing for the manager, which is sort of concerning from a fan aspect because he's probably still got the dressing room. But yeah, I wouldn't say there's a single player that performed poorly in that second half, and it was just it was nice to see. But as the two lads have touched on, I think it could be a curse that.
Can I get all of your opinion on something that Farke was talking about then in his post-match comments then? And one of the reasons that he said that City went on to win the game then, so the keeper's gone down obviously with the injury, and then the City players had this huddle around Guardiola on the touchline there. Paul says it's cheating plain and simple and it needs sorting out and stopping. Farke himself called out as well. Just want to get your views on it. We've seen teams in the Championship do it. We've seen teams in lower leagues do it. But we're talking about, European champions here, Premier League champions here doing it. Is it cheating?
100%. It's certainly gamesmanship, and it was so utterly blatant. And I suppose what's annoying is that, Manchester City have so many good players. We're away from home. The odds are stacked against us, and the fact that they have to resort to that, it's pretty disgusting. I really don't know a way around it. If the goalkeeper goes down, let them play without a goalkeeper for a minute. I don't think anyone seriously believes that guy was actually injured.
Jacob, you're a journalist. What do you make of it?
Yeah, no, exactly like Sam. It is just blatant cheating, and it just kind of shows that the resilience of us, that Man City needed that to happen to then go and win the game and change something up. So we're obviously doing something right. I mean, I know they got 3 points at the end, but if the European champions, 4-time Premier League champions, having to do that against you, having to cheat, and Donnarumma gets up and is absolutely fine, then yeah, it's just blatant cheating at the end of the day.
Okay. Last week we asked Chris and Jacob whether they were Farke out. They gave quite strong opinions on it. Chris, you still want him gone?
I will say if he plays a 3-5-2 going forward, and we start to look like we did in that second half, then I might be able to be swayed. But I'm very convinced from what he said that he's going to go back to his usual approach, which saw us concede within 60 seconds. And yes, I would still be Farke out. But if he plays 3-5-2 against Chelsea, we do well, we might lose. We play 3-5-2 against Liverpool and we start to stick with that, then maybe I'll be swayed. But I don't see it happening. So yeah, for me, it's still Farke out.
Jacob?
Yeah, similar to Chris, really. I think, I don't really like being on his side, but you do have to back the manager, you got to back the team. But it's a very difficult Christmas run. I'm sure we're going to come on to that. And I think the points return, you look at a few of the games, maybe that Bournemouth one where we've thrown it away in the last minute, even Villa last weekend. I know they're absolutely flying, but again, we could have got something out of that. So I just think this Christmas run is going to be tough, and we've got to see some change. We've got to see maybe a point in either against Chelsea or Liverpool coming up. It's going to be difficult, but yeah, let's see what happens.
I'll just play devil's advocate a little bit here, Sam, before I ask you the same question. So you're not being battered every single week. You've been in every single game apart from the Arsenal one. You're scoring goals now. You've got some quality players. You've got January coming up. You're only one win away from getting out the bottom three. There's no good managers other than perhaps, Brendan, what's his face, to come in. Are you Farke in or Farke out?
I will see what happens in the next two games. I honestly think we'll need 2 points. The Villa were played reasonably well and lost. City were played pretty well and lost. Performances are good. They're encouraging. But better podcast we would have had if it was 5 or 6-0. But at some stage, you're going to have to start winning games. And we'll have to see what happens in the next 2 games. We could get 3 or 4 past us against Chelsea. The only thing keeping them in a job is that there's the only obvious candidates aren't a lot better and probably cost too much. But it was great on Saturday to see the fight we made of it the second half, but I'm far from convinced by him.
Okay. Let's have a look at the Christmas fixtures then, because it's everyone's favourite time of year. I mean, first of all, is it scandalous from all of you that there's no Boxing Day fixture? I mean, that is just part and parcel of football, isn't it? Around Christmas, is that just the game's gone, Chris? Moment.
The game's gone. I'm not too mad about it because I wouldn't have been able to watch it, so I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised that we're on on the 28th. I feel like the 27th would have been nice. The 28th, feel a bit.
That's all right. You look after yourself. Don't worry about the 35 other thousand people that would have affected you. Okay. Right then. Now we're all Leeds fans on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. I should be donning my Leeds scarf if I can find one around here, because even Man United fans will be Leeds fans on Saturday, because we can't stand that red team. We all hope that you absolutely tear them one, Jacob, on Saturday. Can you see that happening?
I mean, they won today. Isaac obviously got his first league goal in Liverpool colours, but still they weren't even that impressive. I watched a little bit of that. And at home, I mean, I would say I'm confident, but looking at those 6 fixtures on the screen, it's tough month. Yeah. And I think the first priority is that Chelsea game on Wednesday, but even that I can't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to Brentford and get something. Burnley played well there and should have been 1-0 up if Hannibal hadn't dived instead of putting it had fallen over and not stayed on his feet. Sorry. Something you can beat Palace. I mean, they're I know they're in Europe, but they're away from home as well. Sam, 3 points there, do you think?
Oh, well, looking at it, that's probably the best chance out of all of them. Liverpool, you don't really know what you're getting. If we can sort the defence out and stop and cut out this weekly cutback goal, of a chance. But when we're it's like Jesse Marsh all over again. We're conceding the same goal week after week, and the goals we scored against City were just basically due to their mistakes, put them under pressure. It's nothing that we actually created. It gave us a bit of hope, but we really need to get something in the next 2 games. We need at least a point, hopefully 3 in the next 2 to give us a chance. If we go through those 6 games with maybe 3 points or less, we're as good as down.
Chris, and then Sunderland, of course. Fans are waiting to give it to you large, and we've already spoken to them. Given that Leeds fans thought that they would be going straight down and that they had the better transfer window. That's a tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very tough game. I think the only thing that goes in our favour is the fact that some of their players will be at the AFCON. But I've also seen, the likes of Xhaka and a few others that just really, really look solid for them. And I think they'll be, especially at home where they've got a really good record, I think that's going to be another tough game. I think for us, the winnable one there is Palace, because I know that they've got the Cup against Arsenal on the Tuesday, and I think they're going to rest players potentially for that. So I think that's our best shot, because as we all know, we don't win in London.
Well, let us know what you think. Are those 6 games? 18. How many points out of 18 are? Leeds gonna pick up. The other fixture that's not on there, Jacob, is the FA Cup third round draw, of course, which is made next weekend. Do you think most Leeds fans couldn't care less about the FA Cup this year, and it's just about knock us out in the third round, and really don't mind who we get?
I mean, it'd be nice to have a cup run. Depending on who we get first. If we get a Premier League team, I think I couldn't care less. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a good cup run, see how far we can get. Obviously, the main priority is to stay in the league, and obviously, like last year, it was to win the league and win promotion. But yeah, I think it'd be nice. I think we've been longing for something like that for a few years, but unfortunately, we just get knocked out stupidly.
Sam, who do you want in
Yeah.
the cup?
Yeah, cup run, definitely. And as a non-season ticket holder, it'd be nice to have a chance of getting a ticket, if we get a home tie. We really need to stop this getting put out in the first or second round by lower league teams. It's embarrassing. And just for confidence building and for a game where there isn't the same sort of jeopardy for both players and fans. Yeah, let's have a cup run for once. It's been a long time.
Well, okay. Chris, who would you want? Any particular names?
I agree with Sam. I'd like a cup run because there are no Premier League games that take place over the first few rounds that we enter. So it's not like we'd have to make up any games midweek. So for me, I'd like a few lower league teams. We can finally get over that lower league hurdle. Don't want a Prem team because we'll lose, and I don't like that extra week without a Leeds game. So.
Okay. All right then. In the comments, let us know who you would pick. Right. Finally, this week then we're up to the A to Z of Leeds United. We're looking at the letter H, which Leeds hero, past or present, should get in for this open forum. Anybody got any good ones?
Pablo.
Okay.
That was mine as well. Yeah.
Any other good shouts? Any other honourable mentions?
Hasselbank, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. No, just Pablo. Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement.
Okay, right. We're
El
not going to get any.
Magico. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. Have they missed any though? Let us know. Let us know in the comments then. And they are going to need your help next week because of course we move on to letter I. Which is the first tricky letter. So we're looking for a Leeds legend with a surname I, or an event that you can think of, which symbolises this great old club. Right, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Chris, for your company this week. Thank you for your company as well. Lots of Leeds content to devour, of course, out there. But if you can squeeze 15 minutes of your life in listening to us go through all the great and good of Leeds Twitter, we'd be very welcome for your company. Drop us a quick subscribe, that'd be absolutely amazing, and we'll see you on the other side of hopefully stuffing Chelsea and murdering Liverpool. We'll see you then. Have a good week.
Been a pleasure. No.